Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Just I am playing Final Fantasy XIV. Last episode we did just even more leveling up through leveling roulette and doing a lot of hunting log stuff to the point that we now only have one more page of the hunting log left for the 3 classes and also my Marauder. For the 3 classes in Ul'dah and also my Marauder. Let us go and begin today by doing the monk quest. Ah, dear Lyn, so good of you to trouble yourself to come. Naturally, I might be cross, but my spirits are far too high just now, and it is you I have to thank. I speak of the data you procured. It is simply marvelous. You have a true gift for grunt work, my friend. I wish I had 100 more assistants like you. I have been in this field for a very long time, and I've been alone. Ever since that unfortunate mold tea fungus culture incident sparked my passion for research, I regret nothing, Lyn. Save perhaps having to share so wondrous a world with souls as unlearned as yourself. Still, your performance has not left me completely bereft of joy. It is rewarding to think that my instruction has guided you to such success. There, how was that? Shall we dispense with any further pleasantries? Very good then. I made yet another career-defining discovery while pondering which battlegrounds to measure next. Eorzea is home to numerous locations where the ether is in an intensely chaotic state, yet which never played host to any war. My hypothesis was that such flux in the ether was indicative of a past battle, and all my research was predated upon this. I think. I'm not sure if I read that correctly. But turn the theory on its head, Lyn, if your mind is able. What if the people of the past chose areas of rolling ether to hold their battles? I have already sent the simpleton monk to take measurements at the fine sand banks. As you are doubtless aware, this lies on the border between Alamigo and Gridania, and was the stage of the Autumn War. I ask that you find our monk friend and collect his ethrometer. Manual and tedious, yes, but he has an early make of the device that is unable to transmit data. I gather the numbskull is in Little Alamigo, in southern Thanalan by this time. You think I ask much of you? False. I ask more. Your other task is to travel to Snakemold in the South Spires, and there take measurements with your own ethrometer. I will continue with my research, here in your absence, mind you. If you care to know aught at all of the Autumn War and the fine sand banks upon which it was fought, I would gladly enlighten you, you need only ask. Which we will do now. But then in my normal voice, because otherwise I won't be able to last. The fine sand banks have a rich history indeed. They are found on the west shore of the Veladina River at the foot of a now extinct volcano overlooking the Rothlit Sound. The area is a sedimentary basin formed by the deposit of the fine silts and sands carried by the river. Today it falls within Gridanian territory, but in past days it belonged to my own home nation, Alamigo. A century ago, King Manfred came to power in Alamigo and decided to expand the nation's territory in order to promote economic growth. To that end, he ordered the Alamigan army to undertake large-scale campaigns that would eventually lead to the onset of the Autumn War. Naturally, such actions were met with vehement opposition from the other nations. Gridania, fearing encroachment along its border with Alamigo, placed the renowned Lancer Vynkalon in command of its standing armies and war began. His opponent was Gilbard, the great general of Alamigo, a fervent believer in the Fist of Rhalgar, and the man who enjoyed enormous popularity among the Alamigan people. The two leaders were loved by their troops, and at the outbreak of war, morale on both sides was very high. The armies clashed time and again, all along the border, neither general yielding an ilm. But in a galling twist of fate for Gridania, Vynkalon suddenly took deathly ill. After no victory emerged following the Battle of Fine Sand Banks, Vynkalon devised a new strategy. He ordered his forces to retreat to Camp 9 Ivies, fully intending for Gilbard to give chase. This would lure the Alamigans to terrain more favorable and familiar to the Gridanians. He died, however, before he was able to see his plan executed. Now the man who would replace him, Osborne, was extremely ambitious and eager to prove his worth to the Seers. Having neither the mind nor patience for Vynkalon's defensive war, however, he ordered a frontal assault on the Alamigan position. When Gilbard learned of this plan, if plan it may be called, he secretly deployed troops to the most vital points along the fine sand banks. The Gridanian forces had scarcely entered the area before they began to suffer heavy losses from highly coordinated Alamigan ambushes. In response, Osborne ordered a forced march, permitting his troops no rest for several days, as he attempted to search through the region. Eventually exhausted, the Gridanians came to entrench themselves on a hill, but this is precisely what Gilbard had wanted. He surrounded the hill with the 6,000 soldiers to deny to the forest-born any hope of retrieving water, and then proceeded to rain down barrage after barrage of arrows upon the encampment. In this seemingly hopeless position, the morale of the Gridanians quickly dwindled. Following 2 failed attempts to break free, Osborne himself led the van in a third and final charge. In the end, Gridania was defeated. Osborne and several of his officers were captured, and the legendary staff Claustrum, lent him by one of the Seedseers, was taken. This abject defeat accounted for what little morale remained among his surviving troops, and they beat a desperate retreat to 5 hangs, with the relentless Automegans harrying them every step of the way. Gilbard's victory brought him ever greater accolades from his country, and as a result both he and the Fist of Rhalgar came to wield considerable political power. And that is a brief history of the Fine Sandbanks. No, you needn't thank me. Knowing there's a little less ignorance in the world is all the reward I require. I find this stuff very interesting. To be honest. It's a lot of information, but it's very interesting though. Just some Eorzean history. What in God's name is... Okay, I know what that is now. I was like, what the fuck? That looked very weird. Hello, Widergeld. Or Wiedergeld. Widergeld? I don't know. You have come far. It is good to see you, sister. You come for my thermometer. It is not ready to give. My work is not finished. I came as soon as I was told, but the readings require more time. Do not worry. They will be ready soon. You make for snake mold in the South Shire. Eric believes the East is strong there, yet that land hosted no great battles. He told me as much this morning. Leave me to my task here. Make for snake mold, take your readings. My work will soon be done. I will bring the device to you. I have troubled you to come here. I will not trouble you to wait. Go. You will meet again at snake mold, sister. So this dude really just talks like this. I never noticed that he talks like this. Done the freaking job quest to level 70, but... Well, I didn't read the story at the end, but like past the level 50 stuff, I stopped reading the job quest stuff. Why? I don't know why, because I wasn't interested. And then at a later point I was saying, you know what, I'm making a video series, might as well just, you know, read the stuff on the video series and get some interesting reactions out of me. It's time to kick some ass. I'm gonna kick your ass. My freaking, like, King of the Hill. I've not watched King of the Hill yet, but like the memes that I've heard from it are so fucking good. One of those is, I'm about to kick your ass. With that voice, it's so good. Oh, I just noticed something. What I'm gonna have to do as a black mage. I'm also gonna have to fight enemies as a black mage, but I don't think it's gonna be that difficult anymore. Because now I actually have some pretty decent gear. Right. Any more? No. You Easter of the land, open another chakra within you. You. Clap, clap, clap. Well done, sister. I feel your chakra. It has grown. I hope to arrive before you, but I see I am late. This land's power has gone to you. There's nothing left for me here. It is as I told you. We monks travel where ether flows strong. There we train. The power of the land enters us, thus our chakra expand. This bonding causes great unrest. The land's energy becomes unstable. It will enter no other until it calms. I feel nothing here, as you would feel nothing at Fine Sandbanks, at land bonded to my chakra, and its ether is now at unrest. The teacher's work means nothing. I took no readings. I meant to hasten here, but I was delayed. There was a gathering of the monkhood. I was summoned to Little Omega. The teacher's chidings? Worry not. I will use my device here. Any result will suffice. The man has already reached his conclusion. He will twist the data to fit. It is a sad existence to sacrifice all for truth, yet be unable to truly know when one sees it. Speak not of this to him, sister. You see both our aims. You know mine to be more worthy. I tell this to you, you and you alone. I am of the Alamegan resistance. I fight for freedom from Goldemalt. I escaped the occupation. I've come here to fight, to gather allies and weapons. But these lands sadden me. The people have forgotten. Alamigo is a distant memory. The resistance here is small. They aid where they can, but it is not enough. This war demands great power. That power lies in the Chakra. The teacher is not an evil man, but he thinks only of his work, not the suffering of innocents. His knowledge can be used for good. The battlefields, they can turn the tide. The chakra of many must be opened. If this way is lost to me, no, I will have this power. I must. An end to oppression, an end to starvation. Alamiga will be made free. I will see it done. Forgive my speech. It is a matter close to my heart. I will give you my device, but I ask you say nothing of this to Eric. I beg of you, sister. My dude has his own agenda. Not so stupid after all, Eric. Oh. Slash wave. Okay, where am I going again? I'm going here. This person's probably doing the same thing as me. And it's also in the same FC as me. Right. To the goldsmith. Ba, 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 ba. Hello. I trust you have returned with both of my thermometers. Please tell me you fumbling dolts haven't managed to damage either one of them this time. Get a load of this. All looks to be in order here. These readings from your device, they look promising. Very promising indeed. I dare say this data may yield revolutionary results. Your chakra opened a bit more, did it? Yes, well, ether is a most mysterious and wonderful thing. I'm glad this meaningful research could serve your nonsensical ends as well. Now leave me to my work. Surely you can find some simple way to pass the time. Fighting, say, or, I don't know, scratching? This dude is insane. This dude is insane and infuriating. Oh well. As we learn the Howling Fist. Hello. Do you have any more lore for me? No. Okay, good. Let me go and get the materia out of this thing. And let's go and take a look at my new skill, Howling Fist. So Howling Fist is basically the same as Steel Peak, but then like an AoE. It does an attack with a potency of 100 to all enemies in a straight line in front of you, which is kind of difficult to aim, but it's still an AoE version of that thing. Right, let's go and switch over to Black Mage. And let's go and do the next Black Mage quest. I've been wondering something though. Let me go over to the... Also, is this the best stuff I have? Yes, okay. Let me go over to the inn for a moment so I can dump the Amatsu stuff. And also the Tantalus stuff, which I got off camera because I got a new veteran rank. Or did I get it off camera? I think so, maybe. I don't remember. Let me go into the armoire though, because... yeah, Tantalus and this Amatsu stuff can be thrown in the armoire, so I don't need to waste space in my thingamabob. Yes. Right. Now let me go and edit one of my glamour plates. Let's see, Tantalus stuff. Eh. I do like this stuff quite a lot, though. I kind of just want to have this, so that when I wear a cowl, like right now, I can do something like this, and say, F that cowl. You see? It's not... It may not be like the best combination of armor pieces, but whatever. It's better than having to wear a cowl, in my humble opinion. Let's go ahead and just sort all of that stuff out. Also, isn't this like better than what I have? Yes. Yes, it is. Okay, there we go. I will probably like in the end game. I'm never gonna use like a one-handed staff again, but I'm not even sure if one-handed staves exist past the Realm Reborn. Somehow I actually doubt that. Whatever. We'll see how that works at a later point in time. But for now, quest time. And then it's grind time again. More dungeons. Yay. Although, it's been fine actually. Like, switching between these jobs has been fun. I feel like whenever I'm editing or seeing anything of Final Fantasy XIV, I'm like, oh man, I want to continue. Alright. Then I see in your eyes the look of a woman prepared to take on the daunting responsibilities of the Black Mage. There are few who know of our existence, even among those versed in the ways of magic. You will not even find mention of us in all but the most esoteric of texts. Yet the secrets of our dark art lie encrypted here, within the forbidden library of the Sacrarium, I think. Master himself deciphered and read the text some 100 years past. It is said that the first of our kind were the favored of Nod Thal, and it was he who entrusted them with the duty of sealing the Void Gate. But as you well know, the power of black magic lies in its great potential for destruction. The slightest errancy in its use may give rise to the most tragic of disasters. Of the disappearance of the black mages from Eorzea, Master says only we must not repeat the errors of the past. Then, Master has made known to me what it is you must do next. Listen to his words now, with all your being. The land has drunk deep of the blood you spilled, and by this act 3 souls of 3 races to Thanalan have come. The fires of our order once burned black and full, yet long ago they were left to wane and very nearly die. These 3 souls are the keepers of the embers that remain, of all that we now are. In the hands of one who will usher our return, the gem of Shototo, testimony of our creed, not agreed, will shine with new light, and by that light the 3 keepers will be made your allies. An Amalja by the name of Kazak Cha awaits you at Burgundy Falls in the east of Thanalan. Go to him. That is all. Dwell not on the fact that the Amalja are the sworn enemies of Volda. It is not your place to question the Master's will, for it is the will of Nod Thal himself. Go forth, Black Mage, and see the Void Gate sealed. Oh yeah, this place. I remember now. I remember. I also have an annoying thing that I kinda need to scratch right now. Should probably pause recording when doing stuff like this. Whatever, I'll fix it later on. Right. There's also still a letter I'm supposed to read. Somebody like went in my room, dumped a letter on me, and then I was like, oh wait, right. I guess I'll need to go and read this letter. It's a pretty big one. But first I'm going to enjoy my my gameplay. Look at all these people queuing up for the new ultimate. Crazy. Crazy, but not entirely unexpected. Alright. Hello. Kazak Cha. Welcome, Aura, chosen of Kukuruka and bearer of the Gem of Shototo. By the gem's power do our paths cross once more. At last the time spoken of in the prophecy has come, and yet I know nothing of she who would guide us. Come, tell me your name. Nadir, I am Kazakh Cha, a sorcerer of the Amalja, as were my forebears. I am the fourth of my line to walk this path, which brings me now to this land. As you well know, my kind bear the scorn of the Oldans. It is for that reason that I must remain here, far from the city walls. Great power this one has, but enough is it? Squawk. Kazakh Cha is terrifying to behold, yes, but he is both wise and kind, good, warm kind. These are my brethren in the black, Rin, and they are, and now they are yours, as well. Before you stand the Ixal Dozal Melok and the 269th Order Mendicant of the Kobolds, Daza. You have fed the ethereal currents with the blood of fiends. That the gem of Shitoto radiates as it does in your presence is proof of your deeds, and a sign of what must yet be done. It falls to me to bear witness to your awakening, and to pass on to you the knowledge entrusted to me. Know that you must face death before your purpose can be fulfilled. It is to the Silent King in Western Thailand that you must next journey. There too lies a planar fissure, and there too must you slake the land's thirst with the blood of the fiends, which search from within, for whatever words. Fear not, each of us shall journey to the Silent King and there convene once more. Seek out first the Ixal Dozal Melok, for your path is destined to first cross with ease. When the deed before you is done, the gem of Shitoto shall shine with new brilliance. I just noticed something. I can't open this right now, but I did kind of screw up something in my glamour stuff. Because I made a glamour for like this armor piece and a hat. But I kind of need to also make a glamour for like only the hat. For the moment where I'm gonna get rid of this cowl. To close place of fissure, strong black magic you need. You close, then come to Dozo Melok once more. Squawk. Okay. Planar fissure. Alright, off we go. Ariman! Amon, Ariman! At the moment it's not too bad, but I don't think that this is the only enemy. Wow, it is. Pathetic. Are you kidding me? Wow. Cool. Squawk. Kazakh Cha spoke true. Black is strong indeed. You go now. Go see Daza. Right. And then another one. Here lies a planar fissure. Rift, tear, fissure. Use the power within you to seal it. There it is. No. Don't start kicking these people. Or smacking these people with you. Or like these things with your freaking wand. Because then I'll get more aggro, which I do not want. Another Ariman! Why not? Ba-dum. There we go. Alright. Need to drench the earth with their blood. It is as Kazakh Cha foretold. You are chosen, then. You must return to him now. Yes. Return and tell Kazakh Cha the deed is done. End it. Over. Done. You have done well, Lin, as I knew you would. Come, it is time now to return to Burgundy Falls. Right, and that's all for this quest. Quest. And then we can, you know, just continue our usual shenanigans. However, yeah, with my like no level, well no, but by low level, I'm not sure if I should do the hunting log now. I think I'll wait with the hunting log for a bit. Then I'll do some side quests in... I think I was in Western Stoneland last time. Maybe? I know that I finished the quests in Ul'dah. Except for like the level 50 quests, but those are for later on. Like the high level quests I'll leave for later on. Right. Hey, somebody's wearing the corn cow. When the Dare of the Black, you return to me victorious. The gem of Shototo burns bright. You are indeed the heirs to a dark and ancient power, as Kukuruka foretold. I am reminded of a prophecy my great-grandfather uttered long ago. When four magi meet in a barren land, black power of Eld, woven by their hand, shall see the fate of wickedness made stark, and the path to light shall be lit by dark. The black powers of Eld require no explanation, and know that wickedness refers to the evil birthed by the void. That the seal holding the void gate shut will falter, and fail is beyond that. Yet your deeds speak of determination and ability, and in them I spy hope. I have learned all of you that I must. I bestow upon you the knowledge kept by my line. Here and now I speak an oath to discard old grudges. By our power combined, the void gate will be sealed anew. You have brought this old amalgam much happiness. Few believed the words of my great-grandfather. He was mocked and ridiculed, and worse, ignored. Yet your coming has fulfilled the prophecy he spoke. Lyn, the dark magic coursing... I'm having some issues today. Coursing through you shares a deep bond with the void gate. Should that portal be cast open, you will come to great peril. Temper yourself, in both mind and body. When you are ready, return to this land and seek me out once more. Then and only then will I speak to you of your next task. As we learn... Freeze! Freeze, this is a robbery! Alright, so with this new skill, Freeze, you can only use it when you're in Umbral Ice. So the idea is that you use Blizzard 2, so you're still in Astral Fire, you use Blizzard 2 to switch over to Umbral Ice, and then you do Freeze. Like once or something. And that's it. However, Freeze, this shares something with like a later spell, I guess, in later rotations. Freeze does not extend your Umbral Ice. So here this grants Umbral Ice and removes Astral Fire, but this does not. So if you keep spamming this for God knows what reason, then you will eventually lose your Umbral Ice and lose your ability to cast the spell. So, just FYI. Okay, so that is that entire thing done. So let's go over to Paladin. I think I have the best gear on that I currently have. Let me go back over to Ul'dah and go and do some glamour stuff. I'm also going to go and queue up for some dungeons. And then I will meet you guys back either when I'm doing side quests or... yeah, just when I'm going to begin doing more side quests again. BRB. So I've just noticed that I actually have enough seals to be able to go and give myself a little promotion. So that way I can go and remove some of this gear that I still have. Actually, now I'm thinking about it. Well, the only gear that I can actually remove is the tank gear. That's the only gear I can remove, because the other ones... and even the tanking gear I can only remove up until... like before level 30. Also, I am high enough level to wear these. And thus I will. I'm not high enough level to wear these. I'm gonna put them in my armory chest though. Level 4. Let me go and take a look to see if there's anything else that's like really high level. Yes. 32. 28. And there's all of this. All these weapons, but... okay. Just gotta make sure. There we go. Hello. I would like to apply for a promotion. It was apparently 6,000 instead of 10,000. Oh well. Storm Sergeant, 2nd class. Expert delivery missions unlocked. Yay. So I can now deliver all of my rare gear for seals, which is pretty nice. BRB. Okay, So, one very rough stone vigil later. My god, that was not easy. And it not go according to plan. First and foremost, my gear is kind of poopy. And then the second part is... my healer was a scholar who was spamming physic instead of using shields. So, yeah, that wasn't the best. But, whatever. Let me go and take a look, though, because... this is all underneath level 20. My Disciple of War stuff. Let me go and put this stuff into my armory chest. Just Disciple of War stuff can go into my armory chest, I think. That's level 32, which means it also can go in my armory chest. Disciple of Magic stuff too, Disciple of War stuff. This stuff can just be freaking thrown away because it's ugly and I don't need it. And these are all weapons. I can remove those pugilist things. Right, expert delivery. Oh yeah, sure, because I definitely want to get rid of these. Yeah, no, it needs to be hide armory chest stuff. Right, so let me go and remove that. Yes, you get this message every single time that you do this. It's just a little bit stupid, not gonna lie, but whatever. And this is Disciple of War stuff. Oh, just suddenly felt a pain in my back. Let me go and put you in my armory chest. Sort this out. Let me go and check out my armory chest for a second though, because, yeah, this stuff is filling up pretty damn quickly. Right. It's not this, it's this one over here. Over here! And then the corn goggles. There we go. Alright. And now, my friends, I will continue. And it's probably gonna pop pretty damn quickly. However, pretty damn quickly does not mean instantly, so we can do something else. Once again, unintentionally going for the upskirt shot. Son of a bitch. Need to watch out what I'm doing. So there's this. Wow, I really haven't done any of this, or have I been doing another area? I think I might have been doing Central Satellite? Which area is the first one you go to? I think. Well, you know, whatever. I'm at the end of a freaking thing over here, so let's just go into this. I don't have any other quests going, right? No, I've finished all. Okay. Alright. Let's go over to this place. And do the quests around there. You know, if we can reach them before the freaking queue pops. Alright. Let's see. I can go and accept... Well, I think I'm going to accept all of these. But this one is going to lead me to a different... Actually, it's really close by. Have you heard the news about the goblet? All that quality land, so desperately coveted, is to be auctioned off to bidders, regardless of their origin. Even adventurers have the right to participate. Just imagine the entire area could end up owned by wealthy foreign... beg your pardon, miss. It isn't that I dislike adventurers, far from it, but when you consider that Ul'dah is still struggling to accommodate countless refugees, the idea that this land is being sold off for profit is not surprising whatsoever, come to think of it. Still, the very least they could do is give preferential treatment to hardworking Uldahs like me. I've been saving for years, just waiting for an opportunity like this to come along. Say, you wouldn't happen to be curious as well, would you, about the goblet? My hands are full here, but if you've a moment to head that way and look into this auction business on my behalf, I'd be ever so grateful. There's bound to be an Immortal Flames representative by the gates or in the goblet. Who can explain what's going on? This wouldn't happen without General Raban's approval of that much, I'm sure. Right. And then we have some other stuff. You there, yes you're an adventurer, are you not? You travel about Eorzea, slaying beasts and finding treasure, that sort of thing? I have need of help. I must travel to Horizon where my cargo awaits, but my chocobo Slugger won't move an elm. I tried to have a closer look, but I saw a vial pair of antennae protruding from his feathers, and I lost my nerve. I love Slug with all my heart, but bugs, I cannot do. I fear I may have a parasite ladybug that's gorging itself on his blood. Check him for me, would you? And if you find a ladybug dug in there somewhere, kill the damn thing. Well, we will after this instance. Okay, I am back. Let's see, because I got these, but I don't care about those. I did get some more magic gear, so maybe that's an upgrade? I don't know. I just get anything that I can. Let's go and continue queuing up, and in the meantime... Hello, Slugger. Quack quack. You sense a hostile presence! Parasite ladybug. Wow. Wow. Quack 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 quack. Slugger says thank you, and you've my thanks as well. I was sure as son of it was a parasite ladybug. Must have latched itself on somewhere along the road. And how the bloody thing managed to stay concealed at that size is a complete mystery. In fact, I'm not even going to question. I just like to move on and put this all behind me. If you don't keep our chocobos healthy, cargo won't be able to move over lands. We owe these birds a great debt. I wish more folks would see that. And off we go to another magical duty. Alright. Another dungeon later, where I actually got an improvement in weapon I never even noticed. So I also got this thing. I got this thing. Let's see. So the freaking gauntlets, or the wristlets, are an upgrade. I cannot edit my I cannot use my glamour plate over here. Well, as you can see, I got a very not so amazing helmet. Well, shit. That was my phone. That was my phone that went to the ground again. Okay, I think I'm going to do one more roulette. I'm not going to begin any more side quests. I'm going to do one more roulette, level up my paladin one final time, and then we'll end up the episode after that. So I will be right back. Okay, I have finished. That is all that I will be doing for this episode. Wait a second though, is this one episode or is this the second episode I made today? It's the second episode I made today. An entire afternoon. 2 episodes. Nice. Well, it's better that than you guys having, you know, an entire afternoon of dungeon running that you'll have to watch. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. So I hope you enjoyed this episode of this. I was playing Final Fantasy XIV, and next episode we're gonna go and deal with the next side quest, or the next job quests for Paladin, and then we're gonna just continue doing other side quest shenanigans while we are queuing up for more leveling roulettes. We're getting tantalizingly close to level 50, which is going to change quite a lot. Goodbye.